Hi folks, this is another book review for me, this time not on one of my professional interests, but one of my personal interests, which is poetry. I'm a big reader of poetry, although not a poet myself. I mean, I translate Old Norse poetry into a kind of free verse inspired by my favorite English language poets, but I don't think, anyway, I don't count myself as a poet per se. But I have a lot of interest in English language poetry and Scandinavian language poetry. Some of my favorites in Norwegian, Olafur Hauge; in Swedish, Harry Martinsson; in English, Robinson Jeffers is a big favorite. I mean, I could name a lot of dead poets, but among the living, of course, Wendell Berry is a major one, Sharon Olds. And I've been really pleased recently to read the work of Brendan Lorber. This book is If This Is Paradise, Why Are We Still Driving? A really hard book to find, but Brendan teaches courses in map drawing on uncommon goods, and I took one, and it actually is how I learned to draw the map for the second edition of the Poetic Edda. And I became interested in his own poetry after talking to him about map making, and he sent me a copy of this, and I want to read just a poem from it to show you what excellent quality this really is. I was struck. He's very, very good at finishing poems with really punchy lines. This guy is as good as anyone living, and a lot of the dead. Check him out if you enjoy English language poetry and want to read something original. The itchy part of my shirt is my shirt, or the mosquito underneath it, joining the privacy of my bloodstream to the 5 boroughs, as though 8 million people cried out an apology for spilling their history on a shared genome. There's a joy to encryption, but it's neither in cracking the code nor preventing transmission. Like any language to sink into the sweetness of, there's a lot to be said for what can't be understood. What makes my shoes the shiniest is the rain that ruins them, but only after one glorious evening, and I figure the same is at play in the after-hours joint that looks to the outside world like my chest. You can pretend we are one or we are alone, but the religions based on each are doors someone drew on a wall in the hope they could make a getaway before whoever's wall it was got home. There's always a gap in the photo stream or a certain dubiousness to the signature. A bird in the air is worth more to itself than all the ones in the grip of something.